Hey, what's going on guys? J Cloud here, and we're back, and we're here to talk about Black Clover Chapter 259. And I gotta say, this was a very fun chapter to read, but I gotta be honest here, I am filled with mixed emotions for this chapter. A part of me feels that this isn't it. Like, this is a fluke. I don't think this is the end of the outcome for this whole battle. But another side of me feels as though if this is it, what's gonna happen next? Because the formula of this arc has probably been broken. You know, we've seen the Dark Triad members come in, they do what they gotta do, somebody gets captured. In every single event that happened, the Golden Dawn, Heart Kingdom. But in this particular case, things are getting strange, things are getting interesting and more unpredictable. And I'm here for it. But of course, since these are the unofficial translations, I'm not going to go too in-depth of the chapter. We say that for the chapter breakdowns on Sundays. So we're going to go over the very important things that happen in the chapter and give you guys my initial thoughts overall. So let's talk about Black Clover Chapter 259, Victory. So this chapter begins with new information about Asta's new ability, or should I say his sacrifice. The anti-magic devil lets him know that Asta only has 50 seconds. That right arm is different than the previous right arm because the power itself within it. Your body won't hold that form more than 50 seconds, and I like this because this lets us know that Asta just not gonna get a new ability and just be broken immediately once he has it, just master the ability right off the bat. No, that's not gonna happen. It's just like when he obtained his anti-magic form for the first time. He couldn't last in it very long, but as the story progressed, he got better with the form. He can use it once a day, but he can use it very much longer. Then all of a sudden it went up to 2 times a day or 3 times, and now it just at a point where he can last in it all day probably. But also this lets us know that that arm may not be permanent. It may not look like that forever. It probably will have some markings once he depowered from the anti-magic form, but the arm itself will not just look demonic walking around like that. It could, but I don't think that probably will be the case. I think he will have like significant, symbolisms or markings on his arm, just like the Dark Triads where they have their curse marks. Asta will have the same thing, but I don't think his whole entire arm will just walk around demonic. I just don't see it. But if it happens, if that is the case, good luck trying to go back to the Clover Kingdom, because as soon as Demetrio Kira sees it, you execute on the spot. Asta then charged in against Dante with his Demon Slayer sword, and it looks as though he chopped his right arm off. Now, we already know from the official release that it's going to look more clearer, but from the unofficials, a lot of the panels are much darker, so sometimes it can be hard to tell with these certain panels, but I'm 99% sure that Asta chopped his right arm off, because as soon as he did it, we seen that his right arm was loose and just fell into the ground. And right after that, Dante said, "Good job, kiddo." So he wouldn't just say "good job, kiddo" because if Asta didn't accomplish anything, Asta just accomplished something. So I'm pretty sure Dante was referring to that, his arm getting chopped off. But the cool thing about this, we see that Dante can have multiple arms with his body magic, and I'm starting to like body magic. I think it's very cool because you see that he brought back those swords again, and you see he has a 4-sword style. He has 4 arms, and he using those same swords that he stabbed with Ghost, because it's been a while since we've seen Dante use that, because I've been thinking like when he's going to use his swords again, but I'm glad we see it now. But he's a 4-sword style, and I think it's very cool. Yami even noticed that Dante switched his whole style up while fighting Asta, because he knows the power in his right hand is full of anti-magic power, and he knows that if Asta just cuts him just once with anti-magic in the right spot, it's over. Yami then screams out to Asta saying that "you got this," and Asta responds back saying that "same to you, Captain Yami." And they are having the most fun ever. They both have smiles on their face while clashing with Dante, and Fenrir, he sees this. He looks at Asta and Yami, he just says to himself that these guys are completely in sync with each other, like they're harmonizing together. And he's stunned by the fact that even in situations like this, they are having the time of their life, clashing against Dante. They're not letting up. And Fenrir, he sees this, and I'm pretty sure that this has to motivate him, because he looks completely stunned. And I'm pretty sure this has to motivate every Black Bull member that is there, that wow, this is what it takes to surpass your limits. Because they can't get involved, they just gotta sit there and watch. And I'm pretty sure that after this battle, they have to look at Asta like, yeah, this is the guy, he's next in line, that this is our vice captain, because it's possible to have 2 vice captains. But I know that they are looking at this battle and like, wow, this is an amazing sight to see, because we are in good hands with these 2 fighting Dante. We then see Dante, he starts getting the upper hand against Asta. He takes Asta's Demon Slayer sword away, but you notice that as soon as he did, he threw it away immediately because the Demon Slayer swords, you just can't, that if you have magic, good luck trying to pick up them swords because number one, they're heavy, and number two, if you have magic, we know from the Demon Dweller sword that if you hold the sword, when Julius showed that demonstration, it drains your magic. And I'm pretty sure since the Demon Slayer sword, it works a little different. Even still, if you have magic, I think it still has some effect if you try to hold that sword. But it was a very smart move from Dante taking the Demon Slayer sword away. I clown Dante's battle IQ a lot on this channel, but I gotta say, that was a smart move that he did. That was some battle awareness he showed there. On the downside, for Asta's case, he only has 8 seconds left. So he calls his Demon Dweller sword towards him, and you see that the sword is going towards him, and Dante like, nah, get that out of here. He uses flesh magic again and just throws it away before it reaches Asta, which is another smart move. Dante does not want to get hit by those swords. He knows for a fact if he does, it's over. It makes me think that, you could have did that to Yami's katana, but Dante isn't very bright. Let me stop roasting him. Let me just go back to complimenting him. Very smart move from Dante yet again, all right? But you see Asta, he's not giving up. He brings out his Demon Destroyer sword, and you see that it's coming out of the grimoire, but Dante, he's like, nope, I won't even let you get the chance. He's not even allowing the sword come out of the grimoire. He's just saying no. He is so scared of Asta's anti-magic swords, and it's understandable. If I was Dante, I would be scared too. Something that can just negate magic and just nullify it like that, yeah, I'll be scared to get hit by that. So during this time, Asta has a remainder of 3 seconds left, and we see that Yami comes in and uses another death thrust, and it works. He is successful yet again. And I gotta tell you, Yami is such a spammer, man. He's one of those guys, you playing some kind of video game, and that one guy who just spamming that one special move, and it's so deadly, and there's really nothing you can do, but he keeps spamming that one attack. That is Yami. He's just a spammer. I just find it funny because he never missed with that attack yet. It's just 10 out of 10. He's 10 for 10 on the field right now, or 20 for 20. I lost count how many times he used death thrust, but he's perfect on the field. However, after getting hit by this, Dante, when it comes to Yami, his battle IQ just drops to 0. He didn't steal the sword. After getting hit by that, he just says, wow, I'm immortal. I can win this, or I will end this. And he doesn't steal the sword. Just steal the sword. That's all you have to do. Yami is perfect on the field right now. There's only one sword left on the field, and you get hit by the same attack, and all you can do is say, I'm immortal. I'm gonna end this. Steal the sword. Dante is such an idiot. I don't know why he didn't. I don't know why. Maybe he was too scared of Asta. He was too paranoid that his mind couldn't really focus, but still, it's fight or flight. That's all you had to do. But you see that after that, Yami threw his own katana to Asta, which was probably the best moment in this chapter because this shows a lot of new abilities for Asta's anti-magic now. The katana became an anti-magic weapon soon as Asta grabbed the sword. You already know I'm going to make some crazy wild videos for this new information because this opens up a door of a lot of, endless possibilities. Literally endless. And he grabs the katana, it covers an anti-magic, and he goes in to slash Dante. It's 1 second left, and he gets the job done. Goes straight down the middle of his chest. It's a little slanted, but the cut looks very deep. And right after that, Dante, he's out of his devil form. He's just completely done. He's just on the ground. He looks defeated, eyes white. You don't know if he's dead or not. And everyone is looking stunned. Finral, Vanessa, Gray. Everyone is shocked, and Asta ends the chapter saying, it's our victory. And that was the end of the chapter. Rating, I would give it about a 6 or 7 out of 10. Very unpredictable. I didn't think that, a part of me felt as though Dante would lose this battle because the way that Tabata has showed off a lot of the new characters' abilities with the development of Asta sacrificing his arm, and Yami and Asta are the perfect counter for Dante for both of his abilities. So there was no way for Dante really to win. But man, I don't know. I don't know what can happen from this now. But things are interesting, and I'm pretty sure after I'm done recording this, I'm gonna come up with something. I'm having ideas now as I speak, but I don't want to say it yet. You know, we probably say that for the breakdown, or I might just do a prediction video. You know, I haven't done a prediction video yet on this channel. I do theories and stuff like that, but theories are not necessarily predictions for the next chapter. Like, even though they can be, but theories are also theories that can happen within the story of Black Clover, not just the next chapter. But prediction videos, that is strictly to the next chapter. And I might do that, who knows? So you guys let me know if you guys want to see that. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like on it. Subscribe to the channel with notification bells on if you are new. You guys have an awesome life. Take care of yourselves. And I'm out.